Hello everyone and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode, we defeated, once again, that thing down there and resealed him with a new seal, maybe? I don't know, whatever. So maybe, hopefully, he shouldn't be a problem, ever again. And now we're gonna do the Gate of Time. For real this time. It seems you were successful in imprisoning the monster again. You have my thanks, butt-ass. As do you, Groose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been here.
You give me too much credit, Granny. You were the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy into doing what I could help. Doing what I could to help.
I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. But as you must wonder just what it is you've been fighting out there in the Great Pit. There is much I could tell you, but to suffice to say, it is the root of evil we face. When you pass through the Gate of Time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source or suffer this fate again and again. There is no time to lose. Hit the gate with the Skyward Strike.
Come on already, charge that son of yours with that sacred 4-star gun I was talking about, and zap the Gate of Time. Right, Granny?
Indeed. Now, but ass, go to the gate.
She's getting more and more southern, and I'm just giving up on Groose at this point. Okay. Insert Tetris joke here, I suppose, but I mean, I feel like it kind of makes itself. What? Mm-hmm. It just feels like a fucking shadow puppet show or some shit. But with lights instead of puppets, I suppose. I can't remember. Well, what's it called? Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
Do not fear. That is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, butt-ass. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate.
if I had face cam, you'd see how ridiculous my face looks.
Nah, don't worry about me.
I'm gonna hang back here, butt-ass.
That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit. And Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might be free again. Someone's
Gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be
me.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And you know what? I'm running out of voices.
Nah, forget about it.
Aw, the old redemption. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, what's up?
What's up, girl?
Shit. Yeah, I don't think Link's gonna say that, dog. Or will he? That's the weird thing about Link. He's very one or the other, I feel like. Because on one hand, I could like we wouldn't say what's up, you know what I mean? But on the other hand, I can like totally see him saying that. Like I feel like all of his answers to everything has been nonchalant as shit. So it's a stop motion? Oh, it's like, oh, what the fuck? What? Well, I see Impa's little head poking out.
Temple of Hylia.
Woo! Oh. Oh, legit is like, okay, so now we're like in the past. Okay, so she's just chilling here.
At last, I've been expecting you, butt-ass.
You are doubtless, I'm pretty sure that Avery did this voice last time, so I don't.
You are doubtless...
What? You are doubtless overwhelmed. That doesn't sound.
So I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess, Hylia, has only just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gates of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now, you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you.
Let's go then, shall we?
What? What? She was not there before.
You've come so far, butt-ass. I'm glad you made it.
What? Where am I? I was at the doors.
I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about the war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. I look at this wall. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send them both and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded at sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King,
Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion.
Duh, what?
First, she created Fee. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on this mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the bottle of immortal. Yes, a bottle. You heard me. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Badass? You are the chosen hero, and the goddess. And I, Zelda. I am the goddess reborn as immortal.
Oh, wait, we are behind the doors. Okay.
The days of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an ancient of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost.
So that little fucking toe beast.
That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal, as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I am able. Within the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. But as the goddess created Fee and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulder.
What? Oh, yeah, it's whatever.
Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Badass. During your long journey, you've grown so much.
Dude, his eyes, he's like, what the fuck is happening? He looks like his parents just got murdered in front of him, dude.
You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps.
You can't... I'm just... solving puzzles and traps. I don't know, just something about that's funny. Like, just like, I don't know, just like recognizing that, I don't know, whatever.
You gain power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage.
Doesn't fucking look like it. My man is scared. He's shaken to his core.
Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can now claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels, you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land.
The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, badass. Draw your sword.
Thought it was a little bit like skinny or whatever. The goddess has Blaster's blade. The Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Badass may wield it. Fuck yeah! Oh shit.
Badass. Before I say another word, let me continue saying words. I feel like I owe you another apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow, I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the goddess, Hylia, needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Badass. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so Hylia, and so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt.
Well, that's fucking creepy.
I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Badass. But you have to understand, this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All of that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions.
You're a goddess. Like, why did that, these are like petty, like social things that like a social construct. Like, what do you?
But I am prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep, for thousands of years.
The what?
Badass, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever.
You bitch! You bitch!
Well, it's true that I am highly reborn. I am still my father's daughter and your friend. I am still yours, Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him, and then I will be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up?
I promise. I mean, if I have time, I guess. I mean, like, I'll have to check my schedule. I don't know. Taco Tuesdays, Mingo Mondays. I mean, I got a lot of. I'm pretty busy. I mean, like, Skyhouse is like kind of popping. Well, that didn't go as planned. But good news is God, just talk to her. I see you said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done here. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her. Here. Go now and fulfill your destiny. So can I, like, explore? No? That's cool. Make this whole realm just for one room. Hello? Don't think I didn't see you. You sneaky sneak. Oh. Oh, I think there's a tree here or something. I thought it was a burrow hole. Whatever. Well, so much for that.
So you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All of the other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. But as you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, butt ass. Find the Triforce. Well, hold up. Butt ass, there's something I gotta tell you. Oh, so it's not a tree, never mind. So, Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? She's great. She was? Oh, good to hear. But she's still stuck there till this whole mess blows over, huh? But I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Aw, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's some work here to do here. Like work. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing it all right. Doing all whatever. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. You know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess. But don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest slapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'll brighten this place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say it loud, but that's just how I feel right now. Is that the Deku tree? Is that what they're implying here? If not, I'm able to, like, go back and plant. Even if I am able to, like, go back in time and plant. Is that the Deku tree? Is that where the Deku tree is? Okay, so I kind of get the feeling that's where the Deku tree is. That's like this. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and George might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, butt ass. No problem, buddy. Don't let me. Yeah, okay. Tree, get it. So I need a sampling of some kind. Interesting. Unless it wants me to go back in time. There's a statue right there. In which case, I could do that. But that takes its own time. Anyway, speaking of time, we're about out. So, yeah. I guess we'll take off to Skyloft in the next episode. So, yeah, I will see you guys
then I love you all very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Again, goodbye.